okulima emmwanyi mu Uganda. Lwaki emmwanyi yaffe bagigula layisi? Bizibu ki bye tusanga ffe abalimi baki b'emmwanyi? Leero nze n'omukulu Kevin, nze amanya gange bampita Mukasa, twagala tutangaazeemu biki by'olina okugoberera ng'oyagala okufuna mu mmwanyi eyo. Biki by'olina okufokasingako, by'olina okuteekako essira okulaba nti emmwanyi ekola ki? Efuna akatale. Na biki by'olina okuteekako essira yennyini etuufu okulaba nga osimba emmwanyi eri ku mutindo, na biki by'olina okukola ki? Okuba nga ogoberera. Tugenda bitangaazaamu mu pulogulaamu manya kiki, manya engeri y'okufuna ssente mu mmwanyi zo.
Thank you, Mr. Mukasandro. Yeah, I'm barista stroke roaster. I'm known as Kevin on all social media handles. So I'll go straight to the point, Mr. Andrew Mukasa, as in we are talking about how to grow our coffee. Back to the country, we are going to talk specifically on our country, Uganda, where most of you know Robusta is commonly found in Uganda and it's in big quantities. So as a new an expert in coffee, so would you tell us more, how can our farmers improve on the market of our coffee quality?
Thank you so much, Mr. Kevin. Actually, there are two major types of coffee.
Okay.
We have what we call Arabica, and we have what they call Robusta. So Robusta, it is the type of coffee that is mainly grown in Uganda. The reason as to why Robusta is grown in Uganda is because it favors the climate of what? Of Uganda. It also favors the altitude of Uganda. So that's why in most cases the major cash crop as coffee, it's Robusta, which is grown in Uganda because of the what? The low altitudes that we have in Uganda. However, you know that Uganda has a lot of different altitudes. We have also higher altitudes. And for the higher altitudes, we usually grow what they call Arabica coffee.
Okay.
Arabica coffee, this is the type of coffee which has a caffeine of percentage of around 1.2%.
Okay.
For those people who understand beyond me. Okay. And then you find that Arabica coffee, it is the type of coffee which tastes a little bit much sweeter than Robusta. So in terms of market, they usually look forward to purchase Arabica coffee compared to what? To Robusta. Arabica coffee globally actually carries over 70% in terms of what? Demand. And then Robusta goes for around 30% in terms of what? Demand. So by knowing this, you already know where exactly to put your money, because you know the type of Arabica coffee, the type of coffee that has a higher demand. Okay. So for those people who are looking forward to earn money, you can emphasize on what? Arabica. If you are in regions that are what? Under Arabica, altitudes. So Robusta, it is a very nice coffee.
Yeah.
However, they have always been considering it to be a commercial coffee. Commercial coffee, on the other hand, this is the type of coffee whereby a lot of negligence is inside that coffee. So the farmer, you know, the major part of coffee is done, the major work is done by the farmers.
Okay.
So if a farmer, you're a smart farmer, you have to, if you at least, let's say, now me, I'm from Mitiana. The altitude in Mitiana, it is a low landscape.
Okay.
That means we don't have what? High hills. But when you go in some places, still there are what? High hills, even within Mitiana. But when you realize that you have a low landscape, try to emphasize on Robusta. However, if they say Robusta, don't just go to different farmers and by picking different what? Different coffee branches, and then you plant in your what? Your garden. You've purchased your land on a higher amount of money, and then you just keep on planting coffee beans from different friends. They will call you, they say, here we have some what? Some branches. Let us call them Ndukusa, because that's what we call them in Uganda. So toveri nogena ngo nogabunozi buli Ndukusa no mixing among the because this will affect your what? Your yield. Muda ojafuna kitono muchi mu coffee wo. So what I suggest you guys, if you are planning to plant coffee, you have to know exactly what to plant. In English, we call it variety.
Okay.
You have to know exactly which variety favors the altitude of your land. First of all, you don't plant coffee beans depending on your wish. No. You have to plant coffee beans depending on the landscape that you are around. If your farm is on higher altitudes, a lot of altitudes, even over 1,000 meters above sea level, don't just bring coffee beans from a plain and you plant there because you heard that planting coffee can pay a lot. You are wasting your money and you will get very less money out of that coffee. You have to understand the land. Okay, we have to understand how fertile the soil is. You have to understand what are the nearby crops grown. For instance, you go in some places, they grow a lot of banana plantations. So you will know exactly that your coffee beans are likely to have taste flavors of what? Banana. So guys, for those people who are trying to work hard to keep this industry going beyond, we need to understand what to plant in our coffee plantations. You have to know exactly which variety. You have to be specific. Go where they sell branches which to plant. If you are planning to plant coffee plantations, understand them. Which type of variety is this? Ask them. Is it Uganda? Okay, this is Uganda. What about this? Don't mix different varieties in your garden, because at the end of the time, when the coffee grows, it will be mixed. So we cannot identify oli mugishu oli munyankole. We can't. You just mixed.
Okay.
You understand me? But if you planted mugishu, then we know exactly that this is a mugishu.
Okay.
So we can follow up a lot of things. Even when we are making our chemicals in laboratories, we'll easily identify, know that we are dealing with the mugishu. And if we are to purchase your coffee beans, we will pay you highly. You will even sit and say, no guys, this is a single variety and I need this type of money.
Alright.
A lot of people think that Robusta, they grow it at they take it at cheaper amounts, which is wrong. We have also speciality in Robusta. When you plant a single origin of Robusta, maintain it. Don't just seen the other thing, Kevin, I had forgotten actually. The type of coffee. We have different coffee processing styles. We have natural processing, we have Arabica, we have washed, we have honey. You understand? In Uganda, mainly people focus on only one thing, natural processing. And however, the other processing are even cheaper. And yet when you use them, your coffee is on higher demands. And these other people, most especially my uncle, I have an uncle in Mitiana. He has a very big plantation of coffee. But when he takes his cherries, he just pour them anyhow. He doesn't care. Please make raised beds. Clean them. Let them be clean and clear. Put your coffee cherries on the raised beds, such that they will not be affected by molds and everything. And when you are packing them, try to pack them in clean containers or clean budeya. In Uganda we call them budeya, such that we can keep the quality stable. Thank you so much. You have another question, sir?
Yes, another question is Mr. Andrew Mokasa. As we, the experts who are in Dubai right now, of course we are roasting coffee, we are making it, we are brewing it, I mean. So, as in our country, like Uganda, hasn't proved it in Dubai yet that Uganda has the best coffee in the world. So, which suggestion can you tell to our farmers who are growing the coffee back in the country to make our market here in UAE to be high, so that Uganda can be on the high demand like Colombia? I know, of course, we are better than Colombia, but how can we make Uganda coffee to be on the high demand as we the experts in coffee here in UAE?
Kevin, there was a day I got a deal of